Glow 93.9 FM. Happy Saturday to you. It is 2:34 on a beautiful day in September, the 9th day, 7th day actually to be exact. I was incorrect. Definitely not the 9th. Indeed, definitely the 7th. Welcome everyone to that Good Morning Tea right here on Glow 93.9 FM. I am Delton.
I'm Vera. Oh, gosh.
There you go, right there.
And I'm distracted.
Okay. All right.
That was loud.
It's very loud. All right, so yeah, that is Vera. We're so happy to be here. For those who are on Facebook, you're going to see us in a few seconds. Sounds in the background is the revival chant from, is it Praise or Praise? Praise Incorporated. That's giving you the music in the background to shake up yourself too. I hope everybody can anybody hear us? Right, you know this always happens. Can y'all hear us? I hope people can hear us. Anybody say good morning back? Yeah, okay, yeah, they say good morning. Hey, there you go. Terrell is here, Jody is here. Good afternoon / morning / matinee / midday to everybody. That's good. That's what we all can hear us. So yes, the sounds in the background is M Praise Incorporated called the Revival Chant. And there is Vera and there is me. Well, you got a lot of light. You don't like light.
No, it's fine.
It's fine, man.
At this point, I really don't. I'm over it. I'm over it, dude. Over it, bro.
So like I said, sounds in the background. Hope you all enjoying it. Wherever you are, go ahead and share the page. Let them know we are on today. We're talking about WWWs and EMIs and BBLs and stuff like that. I don't WWWs, EMIs,
Delton,
BBLs,
I
CBS,
can't with Delton,
NBCs.
That's how my old roommate used to speak. She'd be like, I can't, And she'd put, at the end of everything.
All the acronyms, we're going to talk about them today.
I really am concerned about BBLs. That isn't part of the topic, but genuinely, I'm like,
you concerned about it?
I'm concerned. And then Christians getting a BBL. Christians getting BBLs.
You seeing Christians with BBLs? I don't know no Christian with no BBL now.
I can go on YouTube now and show you one praise team with one girl on it with a BBL. I'll even name the praise team if you don't.
Oh, you can name
if
it.
you're not bothered. With the place. Tim Bowman Jr. and Co.
Oh yeah, Fake City.
I thought you said Fake City. I was going to say Delton. Now stop it.
It would have been perfect, wouldn't it? But you got it on the praise team. How you know she didn't do squat? She might have been squatting the whole life, man. She might have spent her life. She better spend her life.
You can
squatting.
insult many things about me, but not my intelligence, please. Not my intelligence.
She spent her life squatting. She be in the gym, just hitting that machine.
She hasn't squatted, Delton. I think it's
she
just there's a
consensus
that she's not. That's not a squat bar.
Yeah.
That is not a squatted bar.
Now, what I have seen the enhancement underwear on Christians
we got that. Good morning to you, brother Delton and V.
Hey,
Aqua are the faces you see.
Hey.
Impactful, insightful, delightful by far. Sipping at your laugh and Vera's kiki. Ha ha.
Good morning.
Sip that tea.
Good morning.
Oh, sip that tea.
Good morning.
Sip that tea.
Good morning.
We started with the popular and shook the topic to the strange. You better come in fast because the topic's gonna stray. Faithful are the followers to sipping on the tea. From wars to memes to governmental policy.
Good morning.
Oh, sip that tea.
Good morning.
Sip that tea.
Good morning.
Sip that tea.
Good morning.
In Pops Accidental when they're closing on the final fact. And in my Vera voice, my show just got hijacked. Understand your popularity. Even prophets and bishops gotta have that morning.
Good morning.
Hey, sip that tea.
Good morning.
Come on and sip that tea.
Good morning.
Come on and sip that tea.
Good morning.
Come on and sip that tea.
Hallelujah.
Come on, lift your hands in the church. Say yeah. Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah. Good morning, welcome one and all.
Good morning, big. Good morning.
Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning.
All of y'all. All the good people over there. All of y'all.
If I was a church keyboardist or organist, I'd be intolerable.
You just be building all day.
Insufferable.
Going in this all day.
I had testimony service in my classroom on Friday, and the kids were genuinely perplexed. Like, They had no idea what was going on.
Like, what are you doing?
Like, and I said, guys, I want to testify of the goodness of the Lord. Anyway, that's for news and reviews updates. What's been going on in our lives. But let's first and foremost acknowledge those who are coming on in the room, those that have said good morning to us, and those that are hiding in the shadows. To you, we wish a very, very good morning. As Delton said, a good morning, a good afternoon, a good matinee, a good midday. Good midday to that's now needs to be added to part of our greeting. Good morning, good afternoon, good matinee, good midday.
Good midday. We say happy birthday. Start off by saying happy birthday to all of those celebrating. Who celebrated last week, and
because this is the month where everybody was born.
Oh, there's some birthdays. Y'all parents were having fun during the Christmas holidays and the New Year.
I had to sit down and do the math yesterday because I did go out yesterday night. I went out yesterday evening. A friend of mine is in town from out of town. In town from out of town. The original meet-up time was 8:00. We moved it to 6 because in my mind, if we meet early, we're gonna go home early. No, the Saints wanted to be out all night long, and I got home. I got home in the AM. Let's just say that.
You got home in the next day?
I got home the next day.
At this age? You got home the next day at this age?
I feel it in every fiber of my being.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
But while I was out at an establishment that was shouting out people's birthdays, the shout-outs just kept coming in. I was like, this is insane.
We have our announcements at church, and this has been...
Oh my goodness! This week is going to be
birthdays. I think this week might be like
has to be
18.
I think this week is
18,
usually
almost
September's usually the one.
It was like what? I guess no one decided to buy a gift. That's what happened. It's like nobody was like, "Let me buy a gift for my husband." It's like you can get this. Anyway, that's how it.
Because the
greatest
gift of all is right inside of me.
Yeah, so that's how I see this being happening because everybody be on in September. So happy birthday to all the birthdays who celebrate.
I'll be born in September. I'll be born in September.
Like, do you remember?
First of all, I have a song for everything. So
apparently so.
And if I need to remix it, I absolutely will.
I try to go through. I try to pick up my names with my Apple and work right to pick up the names of those who we can shout out on today. I see folks celebrating today, but. Nobody I want to mention like that.
That's odd because you usually call out everybody.
And it ain't pulling up the way it needs to.
Yeah, neither do I. Oh no, actually, that's just today.
Yeah, I see today. Down. But I don't see everybody else's. So. But happy birthday to all of you out there listening in Radio Land. Those locked in on TuneIn Radio. Thanks for joining us. Those on Facebook and YouTube. Welcome to the show. I want to encourage you guys. I want to encourage you guys to share the show. And don't mind.
Share it.
Right now we are broadcasting on 4 different platforms. So if you're on your page and you see us doing comments and you're like, nobody comment on this show, just know that we're on other pages. So some people are on Delton, some people are on Vera's page, some persons are on YouTube, some persons on Glory page. We just want to bring all the family together one location. That's why we have different locations.
Okay.
And right now we want to at some point streamline it to there's probably about 2. To our Good Morning Tea podcast page. So we'll go over there and like and follow the page if you have not done so already.
Where the Saints? They in the room,
Good Morning Tea.
Silent.
Yeah, they're silent, but they're there. I've seen a few geeky keys and a few hearts.
Okay.
I see Xavier roll his hair.
Hey, Xavier.
Shout out to Pow.
They went on holiday, and I want you to know it hurt me to drive past the establishment every morning in that first week back to school. So the thing is, POW opens at 8. I got to be at work at 8. So if I'm getting POW, something is awry.
You're going to be late, man.
But that first week of school when we were just doing training and there was no kids, I could take the risk.
Good.
Xavier then was closed. And not only were they closed, I was watching her status and watching her be away.
I'm a good fan.
I was conflicted. I was so happy she was away, catching good times with the fam. But I really was hurt that ain't nothing for me this week.
Hurt? I'm really hungry.
I was really hurt. I was hurt and hungry. But anyway, good. I'm glad she's back. Xavier, you and me, we on the same journey, sis. Same journey. I'm trying to get my body right, trying to get this fitness together. So I encourage you. Driving's a big fun with the ratchet.
In Baltimore, where she went out to Baltimore.
Did I ever tell you how one day, like, Trav hijacked my lesson and we wrote a poem with the kids and it was entitled Big Fun?
Big Fun?
What was it called? Big Fun in... What was it? Was it Big Fun in Baltimore? But it was definitely Big Fun.
Big Fun. Good morning to Miss Debbie. Miss Debbie is here.
Miss Debbie, I miss you. How are you?
I think Anaya is here as well.
I can come and see you, Miss Debbie.
Morning,
soon.
Anaya. And to the Dance Team of Life Worship Center.
Hi, Dance Team of Life Worship Center. I went in there to get some stuff for them, and I was very much like still waking up from the day. So, ladies, I'm sorry I wasn't very chatty. I just needed a minute.
I
needed a minute. And some coffee. I'm still very hungry, but we're going to work on it.
Yeah, amen. So I think that's it. If anybody having getting an anniversary who got married during this time.
In the month of September. Darlene Sumner celebrates her birthday on the 10th of September. So we wish her a very, very happy birthday. I have also, according to some of these people on my Facebook, I'm like, but who are you though? You know, like, how you and I get friends? Anyway, Catherine Gomez, popular influencer, TikTok content creator, etc. Catherine Gomez.
Don't follow her.
Oh no, I lie. Her name is Catherine Duncan. She was Gomez before she got married. When she was my student, she was Gomez. She's now Catherine Duncan 242.
Still don't know.
But yeah, she celebrates her birthday this week.
Still.
And I have closed Facebook, so I cannot see the birthdays anymore.
Yeah, I was looking. I have some friends who celebrated. Yes, who celebrated last week. And I feel bad because I saw this person on that day, I think.
And you didn't tell him happy birthday?
I did not know.
That's actually embarrassing.
I saw her twice in the
Isn't
same
that the
day.
worst thing when you want someone to tell you happy birthday? You know they don't know, but you can't tell them, hi, it's my birthday.
I saw her twice the same day.
Oh no, that's embarrassing.
Our child goes to the same school as my children. And I went there that morning, drop her off, and I saw her. I was like, hey, just say, I haven't seen her in a long time. I was like, happy birthday. And I said, say hi to you. How you doing? Everything's good. We healed.
She didn't know. She wouldn't be mad.
She didn't know. And then when we went to pick up, we pick up the same time again. She's like, what, twice in the same day? I was like, yeah.
And you didn't say happy birthday either time? Crazy, bro. I mean, that's what she was thinking in her head.
She was like, wow, this is way really into my birthday.
Twice in the same day.
Still nothing, eh?
Still nothing. Not even if you checked your Facebook and seen I came up, nothing.
Yeah.
But Gabby Marie also celebrates this week on the 13th.
Everybody the Gabs. Gabs will look at they.
Gabs who's just never coming back.
Yeah,
Gabs say, you know what, it was a good time. But
Antonio, no. Antonio's be listening, guys. Antonio's be coming every now and again. Antonio, you are listening. I know you are.
Yeah, man. He can pop up when I say something scandalous.
Yeah. So happy birthday to all of you. I know my daughter celebrates this week coming too.
Oh, happy birthday to her also.
Felicia. Going through, make sure we miss Minstrel Mark celebrates on Saturday. Mark.
That's the man who can make my birthday cake.
Who can make a cake for you?
I need to order that tomorrow.
Yeah, for December, or you get that early, man.
For December, I need
for
to
December,
put that in there.
you got to put that order in there now.
His cakes be.
It's caking. They be caking.
They be right.
So, all right. So I think that's it for birthdays and anniversaries.
Xavier say people be staring at you waiting on their happy birthday, and you have.
Xavier, I had no clue. I ain't gonna lie. Because she's like, twice in one day. Yeah. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm that person who wants everyone who sees me on my birthday to tell me happy birthday. Like, I want all the attention on my birthday. Throughout the yesterday, I'm not too bothered. I think I'm the kind of person that attracts attention, so people think I want attention because I'm tall.
You're tall, yeah.
I'm a bit odd. I'm slightly loud. I get it. But on my birthday, shut shop. Everybody stop what you're doing. It's my birthday. Everybody talk about me. Tell me happy birthday. Guy in the gas station. Yes, you too.
Do you not know who birthday it is? Two thumbs.
This guy.
Who has two thumbs?
Who has two thumbs and celebrating a birthday? This guy. I need a t-shirt that says that for this year. I'm
slowly getting there. I'm still not there
you
yet.
were a bit. When I first got here, you were very anti-birthday.
Yeah, it was never a thing. It was never a big time celebration. And I was like, I realized like you have to do this yourself. No one does it for you. Like you have to celebrate yourself. I was like, oh, that's how it is.
Delton, are we gonna dig this up? Because you were
I think you could try to dig it up.
No, I mean not you. When you talk about no one celebrating. So I'm gonna make you guys privy to a conversation that Delton. I don't know if Delton and I were having it, but we were at a table where the conversation was being had.
Table, yeah.
And I think the conversation began, somebody had baked a cake. I believe Delton was involved in the baking of that cake. And the cake was very good. What? So somebody commented that the next birthday among this group of people, we should bake this cake again. And it so happened that they assumed it was me. I think there's actually another birthday before mine.
There is.
But that person, nobody's thinking about them. So then the person said, oh, it's you, because you don't never bring no cake on your birthday.
Boom, boom, ba-doom.
And they struck a nerve, Saints. They struck a nerve because I said, well, everybody else on their birthday, someone brings them cake. Their husband, their wife, their mother, their father, their auntie. And on my birthday, I don't have no husband. I ain't no wife. My mother is not here. My father is not here. I don't know about my auntie, I guess. She's not here. But my point is, I got to bring my own cake, and I don't like it. So I don't bring no cake. No cake is had by nobody. Isn't that the most depressing thing, having to organize your own birthday by your own?
But if you're doing your celebration yourself,
cake.
You want people to know it's your birthday. What's the problem with getting the cake? There's one more thing, Dad.
I know, but cake is not cheap. I know, but cake is not cheap. And I'm not going to lie. Honestly, it's mostly an organizational thing. Like when I'm thinking of my birthday, thinking of a cake that other people are going to eat is the last thing on my list.
You'd be thinking trips.
Thank you. I told you. Thinking of cake that other people are going to eat is last on my list.
Like feeding you all, no.
And then this is where the conversation got a little bit sketchy. And I'm just going to put a full stop after this. Delton, you don't answer.
Okay.
And y'all on the live, y'all don't say nothing. Somebody at the table who really wasn't involved in the conversation, because when their birthday comes, no one's buying them cake either.
Yeah, you know.
Actually, that's a lie. They probably have several people.
They say they have.
We just want to be in the cake. They were like, then you just need to find. Don't you? Oh, he said he said it's an easy solution. Go find a man. And I nearly lost the plot.
Oh, no, I think it popped valve.
Did I lose it?
It was gone. It was lost.
Really?
It's not easy, is it? Man, that led us to a whole other discussion.
It did.
And
I haven't let that go, because this is at least 3 weeks ago.
No, the guy was like, "Why do you don't have nobody?" He's like, "Yeah, I do have options." He's like, "I'm single by choice."
See,
like,
see. Now you opening the whole can. I didn't open the rest of the can.
The guy was like,
I just gave the Saints a peek.
I am single by choice.
And then I said, "You're the problem.
He's like,
you're the exact reason why people like me."
And then someone at the table, who else is at the table, was like, "So you tell me now, you're someone that you can get married to now if you want to?" And he's like, "Yeah." And you're single.
Literally, you are the problem.
So you're single, but
you are the
have
problem.
People, you have options. Like I have options.
Imagine a man like that telling a woman like me, "I must go and find a man." I've seen some things in my life. I've seen some things. But anyway, Saints, we digress. How did we even get there? We were talking about birthdays.
Yeah, birthdays and cakes.
Birthdays and cakes.
So
Tristan came in and said, "My God, help, Lord. Help, Lord. Listen, I'm not bitter. I'm not sad.
I'm bitter.
But if nobody is going to get me the cake as a gift to me on my birthday, then do not come asking me where is the birthday cake."
I want to talk to the people who baked the cake that time.
Okay. You're going to speak to them and see if they can do
a little something if you are in town again for this birthday.
Yeah, ain't no promises here, man.
If you are in town.
Delton, I have leaves in my hair and you didn't say nothing.
First of all, I see this now.
That's crazy, bro. And I did feel myself under a bush at one point.
You did feel yourself.
I felt a connection between me and the tree, but I just didn't know. Anyway, all is
all right. So that's good. So once again, good day to everybody. Those who just joining us, welcome to DGMT.
Morning.
Those who are hiding in the shadows and say good morning. Good morning to you too.
Good to see you. It's good to have you here.
Good to have
share
you
it.
I don't know. We're gonna be
I feel like Delton and I we've earned your trust.
Yeah, man.
We've been here 3 Saturdays in a row. That's unprecedented.
However.
For the month for the year 2024.
So anyway, so in news and reviews, what's been happening in the country, in the streets,
in the world.
If we go actual news now, you sent me the story too, and I watched it on the news as it was broadcasted, and it was like we are what 7 days in for us. I mean 5 days in for us. You have been in from 2 weeks now.
No. 2.
I mean, like with students.
2 with the kids.
With students, in back to school mode, and like every year in the Bahamas, we are filled with unfinished schools. Schools still being repaired. Blocks not being able to be open for students. That's normal. That's normal.
But then in other places, you just have gates being built randomly for no reason.
They have gates to probably they want to keep people out. Keep people controlled.
I could just go around the other side.
You remember that, but you're not going to come through here, though. You can come around the other side, but not through this side.
But if I absolutely wanted to access that side, I still could.
I could. But I think they say that area is like more pedestrian for persons who come.
More traffic.
Yeah. And I think the plan is the actual gate both sides.
All the way across. Then what we can do?
What we could do is the question. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so while that is happening, I mean, that's one of the schools too that's still in construction on the other side. The side that we don't see, they're still building over there as well. And then we got a report that not only our schools don't have paint and blocks, some schools don't have principals.
But you know what?
Other administrative staff.
It's not a new epidemic, but I guess it's more alarming because it's a new school year and you would expect that the holes and the gaps that were created in the past year and a half were filled by now. Delton, you going to play the video?
I didn't do the video.
I think you need to.
They
I think because I want to hear. I want us to dissect the words that were coming out of her mouth.
What you said?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm trying to pull it up. So what was, like, I know a particular school. I won't call the name on this particular station because I may
call it on another station.
Well, people who actually attend the school. So I won't call the name of that particular school. But there's a school I know that, like, right before school opened, they sent out an email to the general body looking for vice principals, looking for Spanish teachers, looking for music teachers. This is like a week before school open. Looking for music teacher, looking for, for different teachers. And I know personally, me myself, I know that the person that was teaching the year before made it very clear they were leaving. Students knew well in advance that that last year was the teacher's last year. The vice principal made it well known. This year, my last year. We show up 4 months into the year. It's like, oh, send that email out to find out if we could get someone.
I have to believe that they didn't find anybody. I have to believe that they advertised.
They did not find anybody still.
They advertised. People applied, but they are not said with the options.
So if anybody want to teach music, send a message.
Or people didn't apply.
I can let you know what school is looking for a music teacher. Because I may or may not have people that attend the particular school or have family that go there. And I know for sure they still don't have music teachers.
For the high school, for the primary school?
For the primary school.
Really?
Yeah. And so
that got to be a part-time situation.
Now, there's one thing where I wanted to talk to you first because I want you to hear the voice he did. I was talking to a particular student who's out of school, and they have a new Spanish teacher. That's a male, which is different for me. I've
heard about a male primary school
male teacher from Nigeria, I think it is.
From Nigeria, okay. Teaching Spanish.
Teaching Spanish.
Oh,
I was like, the confusion you are going through.
Bro. Slow down. I need to see this.
They have a Nigerian Spanish teacher. And I was like, what accent is this?
Is he new?
What, to the country?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Was he flued in? Did they flew him in? Did they flew him in to be a Spanish teacher?
I assume he applied for the position and got it. Because the Spanish teacher left. So I was like,
kudos to him.
I was like,
what's his name?
Like, I can't remember it because the person told me, and I was like, what?
Yeah, I want to know. I want to know more about this. I'm intrigued. So the person who told you is the guy, their teacher.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, we're gonna get the tea on this.
Oh, we're gonna tea.
Oh, I love it.
Because
I do. Males in education. We've talked about this on previous shows. It's absolutely imperative that our young people are being why not? Nigerian. To be honest, I'm not shocked that they're here. They're everywhere.
Oh,
even my people are here in droves.
They weren't teachers, though.
They weren't. They're not historically teachers. We are the teachers.
Yeah.
Even Nigerians, my Nigerian friends to this day talk about their Ghanaian teachers.
Yeah.
Nigerians,
I have not encountered actually any. This is the first one. I'm still not. So I'm still.
It's very, very uncharacteristic. I'll say. Very unconventional.
So I really want to get a chance.
And then he left his home country to come to the Bahamas to teach.
To teach the children.
Go on, my friend.
Yeah.
I need to find out. Is he good looking?
So anybody who teaches music, hit me up. I can get you.
What else they need? Music. What else?
I didn't need the vice.
Because I dabble. I could give them maybe 4 hours of the week.
They arrange classes properly.
They arrange my classes. I'm trying to help you. Help me.
Help you. Help me. We made this thing work together.
I could put together a little choir for you all. Take
so the video doesn't
want
to play. I don't know why the video doesn't want to play. I'm trying to play the video for you, but it does not want to play.
Oh, that's upsetting.
But anyway, I think it was the director or deputy director of education.
Yeah.
Who was given these.
Can we play the sound?
If you have it there, yeah. Because it's not, I don't know why it's not opening on the computer so y'all can hear it.
Do you want me to just download it and send it to you?
You could do that.
That might help.
Y'all talk about yourselves so we get this together.
I don't know why Delton didn't download it. I sent it to him earlier.
Yeah, but I thought we were just gonna talk about it. I didn't know you wanted
No, man, I feel like
you wanted
slides. To what she said. A slides presentation. Now you know how I go, Delton.
I didn't know you wanted slides.
I don't play about things like that. I take presentation very, very seriously.
You wanted slides. Okay. I didn't know you wanted slides for it. But
I think this one's gonna allow me.
Now I don't know exactly how we get to the point of it being so long before we can get principals. I don't know if we have a shortage of principals like we have teachers, I just want to say recently that we had a shortage of teachers.
I mean, one is going to be the symptom of the other.
I thought the teacher thing was like I thought a lot of persons like this going up, like this going higher and going higher.
You thought there's no teachers because people are moving up and no one's filling in. I don't think so.
A lot of persons get their master's degree.
Going up to the high to get $50 more a month.
That's what it is.
It's about that much.
No man, they want that man.
No,
for a principal.
It's to have a master's. No, you talked about the master's.
Oh, sorry.
Thing, so
I know the master's thing.
I don't think the principal is massively huge. A lot of money. I don't think so.
I hope it'd be, man. For you to make me in charge of the entire school, you got to give me. I would believe my salary should double.
What you got to give me and what you giving me is two separate arguments.
I really believe my salary should double. I can't see my salary.
No, I can tell you without equivocation that it's not double the teacher's pay.
I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like it at all.
So anyway, I'm just gonna play.
Morning, Marisha. Sorry, Marisha's here.
Good morning, Marisha. I'm gonna play her comments into the mic. You're ready?
When somebody is promoted, for example, it means that you have to replace that person with somebody else. We don't just do that willy-nilly.
No,
you understand? So if someone is promoted, we get recommendations and then we put the person in place. Every year we have retirements, we have resignations, we have persons who, God forbid, passed away. And so we will always have issues when it comes to outfitting our schools. What we seek to do is to ensure that we identify those officers who we need to put in place. Like when somebody is promoted,
yeah, so that's
my problem is why have you not done this already? As Delton said, these are not people who got up and decided that on August the 30th they were going to resign, or on August the 30th they were going to be promoted. Especially in the government system where succession after a certain amount of years,
right.
people can already predict who's going to get the promotion based on how long they've been there, and your name is in the wind and it's being called. So stop acting as if to say these things are being sprung upon you. They are not.
We didn't know it was going to happen.
It should be that there are people in place in line to be promoted. Just admit we don't have enough people. Stop making it seem like we have enough people, but they haven't been identified. They're going through a process. No, people are just not sticking around in the system. And that's private, that's public, that's here, that's there, that's near, that's far. That's everywhere.
It is true.
That's everywhere.
The level of career teachers that we had back in the day is definitely decreased significantly.
These comments killing me. Finish Delton and the comments.
When I went as in high school, primary school and high school, teachers that taught my brothers 20 years prior. Like we had the same grade 6 teacher, we had the same mathematics teacher in high school, and for a few I know a few males who taught them in like math and biology. When I went to high school, they were like senior masters and so on. But now I talk to teachers who would have been in school with me, and I think I probably could count about 5 or 6 that still teach.
It's a different generation.
Like one of them, they get in there. Okay, all right, gone.
My friend who's in town celebrating his mom's retirement. His mom's been working at the same establishment for 47 years. That just doesn't exist anymore.
Correct.
Like that does not exist anymore. We don't do that anymore. People don't look at work and jobs and careers in the same light. That sense of longevity is not something we value.
No.
So I think part of it is to do with turnover in jobs is higher than it's ever been. Like people just don't stay to do that whole I was a teacher, then I was a head of department, then I was a this, then I was a that. People just don't stay long enough. And my friend is here. He has given a very valuable commentary. He said, now you know very well some teachers disappear on August the 26th.
You sound like someone talking of experience.
Some. But those are cases where people want to get their little paycheck before things go left.
Before they go.
And that happens.
Yeah.
But this issue of not having people lined up for administration,
I don't think admins do
that's
that.
different. Admins don't get up and say on the 26th, I just get my little paycheck, I go on. They don't do that. Not in the government system. Not that I understand. Not in any system, administrators don't do that.
Not what you get to that admin place.
So you can tell me ain't nobody running the school? A friend that we have, our school didn't have a head. I don't know if they have it now.
Oh.
I don't know if they have it now. So this thing isn't new.
I guess so. If there's, I guess so. Do we just so who's running the school then? I guess they didn't say that. Like, so who's
they've got people on the next level of leadership doing the job of the person above. Down.
So they got vice principal then. So vice principal's doing the job.
So the vice principal's doing the job of the principal, or the senior mistresses are basically running the whole school. And they're not getting paid anymore for it. While these ones go through the process because it's not willy-nilly, as Julianne said. For me, I just feel like you cannot downplay the pressure that is being put on people when leadership is not being in place. Definitely do your due diligence. Definitely go through the process. But to say that in September you are still identifying, no, that's embarrassing. Yeah. That's embarrassing. But anyway, let me read some of these comments. Terrell's gone back a little bit. Terrell say a Nigerian Spanish teacher. It could work. It might be confusing depending on the accent, though. I mean,
and I believe the accent's strong. I don't know.
It's a language that the kids don't know anyway.
So whatever it is.
I don't understand how having a Nigerian teaching Spanish is going to make it more or less confusing. Spanish is Spanish. It ain't English. And it have a different accent.
But Nigerian, if he still keeps the Nigerian way of speaking
Spanish. He's not going to do that teaching Spanish. Who does that speaking Spanish?
I picture the angry
No,
tone.
because British people can speak in a Spanish accent. Bahamians speak with a Spanish accent. And we have accents.
I say Nigerians though.
But Nigerians have an accent like Bahamians have an accent.
No, they're very aggressive though. They always sound mad. To me, Nigerians always sound upset.
That's fact.
Are they talking loud? Like,
that's
are y'all okay? Are they laugh? Are y'all laughing? Okay, never mind. Sorry.
That's fact.
I thought something happened over there.
I'm not going to argue. That's absolutely true.
They always sound angry. Like,
I told you where someone came to us in the library at college, at university, and was like, "Is everything okay?" I was like, "No, we're just talking. We're just having a conversation." They thought we were about to break out into a brawl. They thought we were about to start swinging. And listen to me, we were probably talking about food or something silly. Anyway, yeah, I wasn't. I'm not buying it. My new phrase is, if I believe someone's lying, I'll be like, "Sell me a lemon," from Matilda, when she realizes that the car is a dud. What? Sell me a lemon. So, ma'am, I feel like you're selling lemons. I don't like it. So Marisha said they are shuffling people around, though. I have some colleagues who have been promoted and moved, so they are appointing people. Okay. Just a little too, and it's just taking long.
So principals,
the whole summer,
executive administration.
But okay, they're doing things, which is wonderful. Mummy worked the same place for the same time too, 47 years.
47 years.
No, God, that no longer exists. Travis says, "Woo! It was indeed his mother I was speaking of. So congratulations to Miss Karen, who has retired after working at Atlantis through many different phases and stages, because it wasn't Atlantis for 47 years." No. But yes, so congratulations to her. Terrell says, I mean, technically, even the university only has an acting president. Anyway, Vera, stop. Don't. How long has she been acting?
She could be like she's an acting that was a former. So she's an acting former president. She's an acting former president. Yeah. I don't understand the prolonging of appointments.
Risha said, I had a Nigerian Spanish too, or was he Ghanaian? The fact that you've confused the two is upsetting me. And you should know better than that.
Put that there.
What was his name? Oh, I can't even help based on the name that she posted. Yeah. I had a Ghanaian Spanish teacher too. All went well. So leave the Africans alone.
I said Nigeria. I was very Pacific.
Because Ghanaians, we're quite melodic in our speech. So actually, it goes for the Spanish. Maybe the Nigerians should teach French.
Right.
I do see what you're saying.
Yeah, no, I want to hear it.
Acting former president. I am a bit confused.
Yeah, I know she was president before.
His name was Mr. Pao. Maybe Ghanaian.
Pao.
It could be either or, to be honest. That's the name. It's from a region I'm not familiar with.
I think for this you have to go first name. It was like Jeff.
What was his? That's a.
If you go Jeff,
look at you learning the culture of your ancestors.
I know my ancestors.
Yeah. If he had an English sounding first name,
Jeff Pao,
very likely he was Ghanaian.
It was like multi-syllabic.
Well done. How can you be acting and former president?
Acting former president.
Are you being funny or that was a thing?
It was Janine Harder. Janine Harder was the president before. While I was there, she was president, and she left.
But not former acting president. Acting former president.
She's former now. Like, I mean, she's acting now. Like she hasn't been installed officially.
Do you know what? It's too early in the afternoon for me to do this to my head.
I think UB will be the first. I've never heard of a college that let go two presidents and brought them back. I think she'll be the second person to come.
Let go as in.
All right. So one. I guess two left, and then two then they brought back. One was because of plagiarism.
What do you mean?
Like he plagiarized part of his speech.
They committed a crime. Well, it's like
it's
like allowing Donald Trump to run for president.
criminal.
You're a criminal, but
criminal.
you're not too much of a criminal to do this job.
We all fall down.
And we get up.
Saying what he is, just to sit down. Who fell down? Come again.
That's hilarious. Let me read this comment, Marisha. I don't know which one he was because he did tell us he was born in one place and lived in the other, I'm assuming. I'm not mixing them up because of cultures. It was because he had connections to both Ghana and Nigeria. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you the bly, woman of God. I'll give you the bly. So yeah, that was one thing in the news. And so we await to see when the length, and these, I'm quoting from the caption for this post on Eyewitness News social media, the lengthy vetting process will end.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, speaking of Ghana and Africans, in the news also there were about 80 new nurses.
My people are coming in their droves.
Coming from Ghana. This story was also courtesy of Eyewitness News as well. Their social media page where they have about 80 new Ghanaian nurses, which is different. I think we normally go for Filipinos, I think.
But last year you had a batch of 50 Ghanaians.
Yeah, I say like the whole African.
Like African nurses, right? Because you're all exhausted. Yeah,
Philippines like that's enough. It's enough.
Or they called their friends. Was like, when they come back for you, don't come.
Don't go.
Don't. They're selling a dream. Do not come.
Like they're gonna promise you a lot of things. I don't know that.
I have very mixed feelings about it. Of course, you read the comments, and there are a lot of people like, we should be training our Bahamians for these jobs. Pay the money you're spending on visas and work permits should be spent to make pay increases. I get it. I completely understand it. For me, do you know what? The perspective that I guess from my life experiences that is most in the front of my mind is how much of living in the UK, especially London, I have grown up in a culture that was influenced by cultures.
Okay.
British culture is multicultural.
Definitely.
Like British slang is Jamaican slang.
Which is so
Do you understand? Like it's a phenomenon I can't even explain.
First of all.
Like to the point where you don't even know what is British, what is African, what is Caribbean. Everything is just, it's a really and truly a melting pot, right?
Yeah.
And when I see that you have, because that's how the culture was built. There was the Windrush. You had a great migration of Caribbean migrants to the UK, and that completely changed the landscape of our culture. Then you had migration of the Indians and the Asians, and that completely changed the culture. And then you had Eastern Europeans come, and they changed. And now we've just got this culture that's of culture. And I wondered, and I think when I look at like these mass migrations of people, I wonder, how is that impacting Bahamian culture? Like, how is that shaping and framing in the next 10, 15, 20, 30 years what Bahamian culture is? Because the Bahamas is becoming more and more multicultural, like truly, truly diverse, truly international.
From what I can tell, and I could be very narrow-viewed in this, I think especially I'll speak on this, if you use the Philippine culture, they very much keep to themselves. Like the amount that's supposed here, only reason I see them because I know certain areas they live. Other than that, you don't see them anywhere.
Right.
It's like those particular ones, they don't really mix with the culture. Like, right. You'll see when you see one of them, you see like a few. Like where our studio is, there's like a couple apartment complexes that I know they are. Why? Because I've seen them like walking to work or commuting to work. There's one big one not too far from here too, where like I've seen the nurses and stuff like that. So I've seen where they get up. Other than that, I don't think they do. Any other culture, majority of our cultures that are here, they don't really mix like that, you know. They sort of stay to themselves.
So who you say? You got the Filipinos.
Yeah, Filipinos.
You got the Chinese. You got the Jamaicans.
Chinese usually run their own stuff though. We usually buy ramen food from them.
You got the Jamaicans.
That's Jamaicans, and we have the Haitians.
You have the Haitians.
Yeah.
Then you have like other Caribbean countries, but not in like huge groups. Like you have Guyanese teachers. There's a good contingent of Guyanese teachers.
We're a strong guy. I think it's gone down from that.
I say teachers because I know that profession. They might be in other professions.
I know teachers too. I've had 3 through primary and high school.
Yeah.
of Guyanese.
Okay.
Oh, made amazing roti. Bye, Graham. Mr. Beapod and his wife used to sell roti every Monday and Friday at school. And it was amazing.
And one in Guyanese people, they're going to sell you some roti.
Oh, that's roti.
And they're going to make some money on that.
And it'll be good. Right, that high school, our millions was blessed.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know how much of them.
Okay.
Now, I know that there's a fear of this Haitian, quote-unquote, takeover.
Delton made me aware of something. I'm not going to give away all the details. But it's a recording of a conversation between a Haitian in disguise.
Haitian in disguise?
A Bahamian.
Well, I don't even think Haitian was in disguise. This is so funny.
You actually make a good point. So a Bahamian woman is having a conversation with another person. It is obvious she doesn't realize that they're Haitian. And the conversation is so hateful and so ignorant. And the Haitian member of the conversation, he's just like, yeah, for true. You ain't live.
Facts.
And it's like to think that this woman is living, breathing, working regular. Like she about.
Yep.
In my mind,
Everyday life.
imagined her as somebody in a bonnet, wearing a torn bodycon dress and having all her body hanging out. Somebody who's living in not depravity.
Who's oblivious.
Somebody who's living in poverty,
Yeah.
didn't do very well in school, so it was just stupid. This woman wears makeup to go to work every day. She interacts with people from different cultures every day. And, oh, God,
What a dumb thing she said.
The thing she said.
And so there is and I see someone that post coverage to talk about, me and coverage just talking this yesterday. There is definitely a society of babies who believe that he's going to take over. And everywhere that this and this and this, and we always lump like one of the babies now. We can do a nice little generalization.
that's human.
Y'all,
that's human.
Them,
right?
So we just lump everybody together. Yeah, so lump everybody together. Let me get. Regis says Bahamian nurses are getting trained and then taking jobs out of the country. We are training our own, but our own seem to be leaving for more money and better opportunities. That is true. I know a few. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know of at least 4 in the last three years.
And the irony is, you've recruited from countries where, for them, this is a better opportunity.
Correct. Absolutely.
So Bahamian teachers are leaving the profession because they don't feel like they're being compensated
correct
sufficiently for the work that they do. And then you've got Jamaican and Guyanese teachers who will come and take the spaces because for them, this is a better opportunity.
Do what? In the Bahamas?
And then you have people like me who, only because of God, because there's no mathematical reason
for you to be.
None at all. I posted on my status this week, I was talking about one of my teacher chronicles was I was unpacking. I did unpack my lunchbox with me. Very creative, I thought so. And my niece messaged me, and because at the end of the thing, I said to eat like this for lunch for 2 weeks costs me $260.
Right.
That's my dinner and my breakfast included, right? That's my grocery for 2 weeks, $260. So my niece was like, what did she ask me? She asked me something. She thought I'd made a mistake or something, like I misquoted the time.
That's what point in the wrong place.
So she was so perplexed. So she was like, "Wait, you spend $500 and something on grocery a month?" I was like, "Yeah,
easy. He's very much easy."
She couldn't fathom it.
Oh, you spent that $500.
She couldn't fathom it. That was one.
Are you by yourself?
But only me one eating.
Just you what? There's no family involved in this.
When I went to the UK and came back, I think I said this in my on the first episode after our summer break, where one of my colleagues, Bahamian colleagues, she had gone to the UK for the first time, and her and I were on the same flight back. So I was standing on the line of the immigration line. She said, "Come, I want to ask you something. Why are you here?" I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Why are you here? Like, financially, it don't make any sense." Because, of course, me and her work in the same institution. She knows how much I'm earning.
Yeah.
So she's like, it doesn't make any mathematical sense. Like, I've just been to the UK. I've seen how much y'all is spend on grocery. Yeah, everybody over there is complaining about it, but I've seen how much you spend on grocery. I've seen how much you can spend on, a house and things like that. Why are you here? Yeah. And for a moment, I said, "Vera, why?"
Only like Jody said.
And the Holy Ghost just tapped me lightly on the shoulder. Just lightly. He didn't have to say anything. He didn't have to utter a word.
Hey.
Anyway, I digress.
No, the living I'll put it on the average pay scale for a teacher in the United States of America. $64,300 according to Google, according to USA Facts.
And these complain so much.
64,300. Florida has the lowest average adjusted salary scale at 50,000 per year. So according to this from USA Facts.
So Florida's the lowest, and it's what?
$50,508
for the average pay.
Average pay. The Bahamas.
No. Before you do that, average rent.
Average rent for the U.S.
Yeah.
Average
rent. Of course, state to state that can vary vastly, but just give us the national average.
Average rent in the U.S. of A. Average rent, according to them, is about $2,000 a month. They say for all bedrooms and all property types in the U.S. It's $2,100. That's across the. They say they call it the national meridian.
Okay.
So $2,000.
So 64 was it? 63.
So actually, they have it broken down in the fair market rent price. Okay, it's not that much. I think this generalization is a little bit high. But I think it's because of states like California and New York and those that have those high rent prices. Because I look at Alabama, a 3-bedroom is $950, 2-bedroom $726, 1-bedroom $592. Let's go for Florida that we know. We all know Florida.
So Florida, the average was 50, yeah? The average teacher's pay was 50, and that's the lowest.
Yeah.
What is Florida rent?
Florida rent, if you're looking for a 2-bedroom, will cost you $1,021. So it's for $12,000, little over $13,000.
So let's go on we're going with the lowest average is 50,
right,
and the rent average is about $1,000.
Right.
Okay. Now let us do Bahamas.
So I don't know if they have that. Let me see if they have it. I can know what it was because I was a part of the system for a while. I don't know how much increase they have gotten, but I know they're starting around $22,000 a year for teachers.
But then what would they say is the average?
Things right now.
Because was that the average starting, or that's the average? That was average starting.
Yeah, it started like 22.
No. The 50,000.
Oh yeah. That's start. That's average
starting.
That's
that was just average.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our teacher scale Bahamas. You see, they have their one there for the Bahamas. I don't know if we would put that there on our thing, but let's see. Oh, they have it average as 36. I don't know who's making that as a teacher in the Bahamas.
But I think that's private, that's public, that's everybody mixed together for all the years.
Your private skills is B.
No.
Exactly. So what private is it talking about?
No.
To get you to where my Bahamian teachers? Bahamian teachers, can y'all give us a good
average though, not the starting.
Average? No, cause I don't lie to you, the increments are not really that much. I think males were, if I can remember correctly, I think males were at $24,000 a year. I think males started around 22.
Females started
Females started around 22, 23. I know it's always a little higher for males. They always try to incentivize males to come and teach, so they give them an extra $200 a month.
Usually they call it a signing bonus.
Yeah, they give
an extra every month is a pay gap. So let's not go there.
So
let's leave that. Let's leave that.
Let
me read some of these comments while we wait for the teachers to come and give us the scoop. Somebody to call Rashad, tell Rashad he needs to report.
On
Frontline ASAP. Yeah. Cubans are great in number, Marisha says, for construction, and Greeks are here too, working in all these Greek-run restaurants we got popping up around here. But in terms of Greeks, I feel like Greeks have been here for a while. Like there are Greek Bahamians.
Right, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
so but there are Cuban Bahamians too. Fun fact. That's a story for another day.
Carlo's one. Carlo.
Right, Cuban Bahamians. I believe I matched on a dating app with a Cuban Bahamian.
Oh,
story for another day. Twice.
What? Over here?
But in London. Oh. That's why I said it's a story for another day.
In London.
Story for another day.
Nice. See, we just said it was 22.4 when they offered a job 3 years ago as a teacher. So 22.4.
Jeez, man.
And our average rent is about $1,500.
No, babe.
Maybe
like 1,100.
For what? A 1-bedroom?
Average. Yeah, actually, for 2-bedroom.
So if you go on 2-bedroom.
For a 2-bedroom, it's about.
You're looking at about 12 to 15.
Yeah.
and that's
kind.
I was saying now, so I think our rent and all this.
That's not a nice 2-bedroom.
No. Oh no. Ain't no AC thing of that.
But then,
You ain't getting no AC. You might get water included. But other than that, no. You got a ceiling fan. You got a dusty ceiling fan and some windows. Hopefully they have bars. But other than that, I was waiting for some teachers to answer me. Ain't nobody answered me yet. I think someone typing now so I can get the actual.
okay. Jody Ann says, I think one of the biggest indicators can be food in terms of how culture is influenced by people that are migrating into the country. The Jamaicans and Haitians have more influence in that regard. The Chinese food is kind of sort of getting there. It's not really influenced the way the food is made. I think in the UK and London, it doesn't influence the way food is made, but the availability of that food is an indication of how much that culture has influence in the country. Yeah, but then it's also about generations too, because my mum and her people, like my mum's generation, I guess they became acquainted. So Caribbeans and Africans would become friends, but they would barely like mate and have kids. Now, my generation, we would just all mix up. Generation below, it's barely anybody who's purely Ghanaian, purely Nigerian, purely this or purely that. Everybody mix up. In terms of the generation below me, and then even below them, even more so. So, yeah, I guess the way the cultures interact in terms of relationships also changes the landscape of the culture, because then kids growing up have Bahamian culture to appreciate as well as Haitian culture to appreciate, etc. Jody Ann says, are there second generation Chinese here? And I would say they're absolutely few, Jody, few. Most are born of migrant parents or immigrant parents. I haven't in my teaching, because I feel like teaching is a good way of knowing the demographic. I've got a lot of students, but I have a lot of students who are, not a lot, but I've taught a good few who are Chinese and something else. Chinese and Bahamian.
Right, yeah.
So Chinese Bahamian students, yes. But then there are a lot of Chinese students whose parents have moved here. So their first language is still Chinese. Like when they go home, they speak Mandarin.
Okay, yeah.
Right. So I don't think there are many second, because those would be first, because they were born here. So they're the first. I don't think there are a lot of second where the parent was born here and the child was born here.
Yeah,
that would be they would be younger.
I know.
Not grade
I
8.
know a few.
Not grade 8, grade 9.
A few who are like adults. I know one particular family. Like we knew them. I known them from I was a child, and like she had children here, and now they have children here.
So those children would be second generation.
Yeah,
but there isn't many people.
No,
like
there's
that.
not many. No.
Yeah, that first was born and the second.
She's like an outlier. That changed me. That's so long.
Do you know one thing I thought about when I was thinking about this whole the influence of culture? You get large migrations, and I think definitely this government has that as part of their agenda, actually.
Yeah.
To make the Bahamas more globally marketable, like strengthen our relationships between different cultures and countries. And I know the Ghanaian ambassador, not ambassador though, whoever he was he was here, and I feel like there's a lot of that happening.
Yeah, definitely Africa too. Like
Africa definitely.
Strong Africa now.
What I feel like might makes a difference to how well the cultures mix. One is if the people who are coming want to mix.
Correct.
But that's also, do they feel welcome to mix?
Welcome, right.
Right. And then 2, how strong the existing culture is. Because I think British culture is quite meh.
Yeah.
So it was easy for the Jamaicans to come and slam themselves on it, and the Africans to come and put some of them, not Africans, the Ghanaians to come, then the Nigerians to come. And then, of course, the strength of that group of people determines how much they influence the culture. Ghanaians are very mellow. Their influence on British culture is we came in the 80s and we still ain't really trying to shake up too much. Jamaicans came 50s, 60s. Them and us, all us is one.
Strong.
Them and us. But I think when you meet Jamaicans, they're strong personalities. Nigerians too. So I wonder if, because the Bahamas has such a rich culture, there isn't much room for these large groups of people to come and say, okay, take some of this from us so we could all become one family.
Yeah, no. It's not like, no, I don't think not like to the British standpoint. Got to be that whole Jamaican influence on that culture of
British culture.
It's like you're how? Like not how are you speaking like this?
Notting Hill Carnival was last week.
Yeah, Carnival.
What do you mean?
Shake up this up.
Notting Hill Carnival. Though not just any kind of carnival. Let me show you pictures.
Terrell says, think schools in Florida need
We
a
have stabbings
photography
at our
teacher.
carnivals as well, you know. People just get stabbed and killed. Yeah, I tell you,
I
this
thought
is
you mean like
serious.
100 stabbed, 1,000 joke. You mean like stab?
No, stab in Jamaica.
What you mean like a 1,000? Or you mean like knife? Jesus, what is this? No, don't try like that. Florida school, that ain't bad at all. Rich says, no way, these people want 1,500 to 2,000 for these apartments now, and you can't even turn around in these places. No, this was there. This used to be their closet, and they add one of the bathroom onto their closet, and that's now an efficiency. Oh, y'all had a weird of a time.
Carnival.
In Notting Hill.
In Notting Hill.
Wow. Take over. I have nothing to fear. Taking over. Terrell also says the Greeks have really influenced Bahamian culture, i.e., now this is different. Cracked conch is said to be created by the Malis?
Yeah.
Malis family. What is this you talking, sir? What is this? What is this
Terrell,
abomination
you
you're
trying to
speaking?
find out the words.
Cracked conch is from the Greeks. Never ever have I heard it. Never ever have I heard it.
I feel
from
like you're
the
about to be
Greeks.
trolled, Terrell.
Like what?
I feel like the people gonna troll you.
Let me screenshot this and put this on BN.
Terrell's gonna get dragged.
like popular baby photographer says, crack conk's not baby. Popular baby photographer Jim Rat says.
I'm not just. He's called the fair name of the family.
He called
Now, I
the
do
name
know
of
the
the
Malis
family.
is. I taught several of their children.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
And he said they created the crack conch.
That's that situation that they got going there. That's a situation.
Yeah, no.
They own basically a portion of the island, not a plot of land, a portion
yeah.
on which they've built a city.
I mean, don't talk about that much.
And
They in there. They're like, you know what?
We ain't gonna trouble you all
We
your
go get a little
bless.
euro. Get a little
love
euro
that.
from now on. Get a little euro. Get a little lamb.
I need a euro.
And we go about our business.
Wow.
We go down Bay Street, do a little shopping. It's like, all right, guys, y'all do well now. We got it. It's like, y'all continue to do what y'all doing. Be rich and
They
take over.
definitely serve their community.
And we
think that's
can be
definitely
gone.
one. Okay, Marisha's comment. There are quite a bit of Chinese who have had kids with Bahamian. Sidebar, I feel like Chinese food in the Bahamas is dying out because they're selling liquor and snacks and things more than food. I know of 4 places I used to buy Chinese food now where they are only selling liquor.
Oh, yeah.
They are catering to
This
their
is supply and demand. But
demographic.
supply
The
and
people them
demand.
say where the money reside, where the money reside.
Hey, y'all think? Rum. All is rum. Rose McPhee. Hey, Rose McPhee. Rose McPhee says, I think a 1-bedroom apartment should be no more than $450 per month.
That's
Depends on
unheard
the
of.
area. $1,000. It's ridiculous. Governments do a price control on rent like they do on food. And that $1,000, I don't think that's in like a good neighborhood. That could be.
I think 1,000
really
for a. I disagree. 1,000 for a 1-bedroom now. That's in a decent neighborhood. 1,000 for a
Should be.
unfurnished. No, wait. I think that is where I used to stay before my current place of residence was $750.
Yeah, but that's like in the back of somebody else.
But I don't feel like the one in the front was. Anyway, I had the biggest one, but I had the biggest one too.
Okay.
And when I was looking, that was typically the price I was getting: $950, 1,000.
When me and Julian
Nothing
got
included, no
married,
furniture, nothing.
which was 8 years ago.
8 years ago.
8 years ago, we had a 1-bedroom for $650.
The Seabreeze one,
The Prince Charles one.
Prince Charles one.
And that was an amazing 1-bedroom.
Yeah.
We moved out. And when we moved out, I sent someone there who's looking for an apartment. I was like, go down there, man. And they was like, oh, no, rent is now $1,000.
There's no way.
However, I
$650
believe we were definitely blessed because that was worth way more than $650.
So yeah, I think
Because it
1,000.
came in washer and dryer and semi-furnished, and it was $650. I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, when
washer
we-
dryer, semi.
When we left, I think now I think.
I ain't gonna lie, mine was fully furnished, but I didn't have a washer dryer.
Yeah, no, we had a washer and dryer,
Fridge,
with AC.
stove, bed, chairs, shelves, cupboard,
and the closet.
lots of space.
No, I know one
I
bedroom.
could have done cartwheels in my bedroom. $750.
Oh no, our 1 bedroom could have been 2. Like if we literally could have split our bedroom in half and have 2 bedrooms, and it would have been quite
I remember
comfortable.
that little place.
It was amazing. I'm like,
We used to watch movies and things
oh yeah,
with the fan blowing.
the fan. It was no AC in the front.
The AC was no in the
was
front.
no AC in the. Nah, that's AC
But
in
they
the
could
front
cut
now.
that AC in for $1,000.
Someone texted now said that someone said that the beginning salary now is being raised to $24,000 to $26,000 per year as the starting price for teachers. That's excluding teachers' insurance and NIB deductions and union dues, which is about $52.50 per month. So that comes out that
union dues is $52 a month.
50 cents. Yeah. So I would say that, and remember say that they had an apartment that was $940 for a 2-bedroom and 2-bed 1.5.
Where's that?
Townhouse. That was off some Milo.
Yeah.
For $940. But I've seen.
I feel like there are a couple gems left about, but the general consensus is everybody going up. I'm just tensing all my muscles for the next year of my. Squink.
Dwayne says he heard the crack conch Greek connection as well from a chef. This
Minds are being blown.
Definitely a spanner in the works. Yeah, that's definitely true.
A spanner is being thrown.
A spanner. Jody answers, thank God my rent is still affordable because these prices are insane.
I can believe that. I can believe that they've hiked up the prices. Like I can believe that apartment in the back there is now no longer $750.
Oh, definitely. No, since you leave, like okay.
Anyway,
and that's based on the market too. Man, like at least look around. I think that's what happens generally in the Bahamas. We look around.
Absolutely.
Once someone gets away with it, it's like, hold on, they charge $1,000 for that.
And
I shall do it as well.
Yeah.
I shall do it as well.
And I mean, how long was I there? 5 years or so, or however many years, and my rent never went up. I'm grateful.
How much was the first place you came here? Right, not too far from school.
$525.
And there's like 50 in y'all there.
No.
How many y'all was?
5. But okay, it was 3 bedrooms upstairs. And then the downstairs, they had like their own little mini apartment, so their own bathroom, bedroom, and little living room area. That was just downstairs. And so that was a husband and wife. So the 5 really was 4 rooms.
And then the next one.
What one?
The one who's being hiding. She's on there.
Yeah. No, not the one in hiding. She was upstairs.
Oh, she's upstairs? Oh,
she was upstairs and had the master room, so she paid a bit more.
Okay.
And then I had the third biggest room, so I paid
$525.
$525. And then the other room was $500.
You had your own bathroom, or you shared a bathroom?
No, shared a bathroom with one other person.
Okay, and that's so one.
You never felt like you were living with people in that situation.
Okay, because it was a big house, though.
That house was huge.
Yeah, it was a big house.
We took that for granted.
It was a big house.
Oh my goodness, I missed that little dining room, living room situation. Those chairs, good times.
Good times.
Good times.
We had a whole party in there.
Whole party.
We had a whole praise to your party.
Like as we should. There was so much space.
There was a lot of space. Anyway, there's a stove. Yeah, we had a stove, washer, and dryer in our place. No more decent places under $1,000.
Yeah.
To listen to a lot of amenities, electric gate, it didn't work.
It can't work. Y'all leave. Nobody made you leave. Y'all leave.
Yeah. No, we left for free. That's what we left for. We left for like
free is better than $650 in any scenario.
I'll take free. I'll take free for free, Alex.
Wow. Terrell's posted. He's posted.
Oh, he posted the link for the crack. Hold on, Terrell, what page you watching on? Because I want to see this. Let me see what page Terrell watching on, because I want to click on this link and see exactly where this is, because I don't like it. Because all my life I thought, I don't know why I thought it was Bahamian, but I felt like it was Bahamian, because we crack things. This whole terminology of crack. Alexander Malis. Wow, Terrell get all the links. Terrell, what page you watching on? so I can check this out.
While you find that out, I've got a comment that's coming through my WAPs.
Through your WAPs?
From somebody listening on the radio. They are promoting slowly. So she sent me a picture of a promotion for a principal in Eleuthera, for a primary school principal in Eleuthera. So this idea that they are slowly promoting, Marisha mentioned it earlier, this has been supported by some photo evidence. Okay. So they are. So I guess just be patient. This person is listening by radio. They said they're loving the conversation. They said they think that teachers in the government are now at about 30 to 32 per year. You can find a really good apartment for $850, or maybe I was just blessed. I feel like though teachers make good money, then I remember how long I've been teaching, and the fact that the cost of living has increased ridiculously. And the money that teachers earn isn't going up. I just had this conversation. People in the Bahamas would perceive where I work as being well paid
Top of the top.
by teacher standards, right?
Top of the top.
Even though there was a post going around that said, if your child is not going to Lyford, King's, or Windsor, you're not saying nothing. It's sad that you can't even say St. Andrews.
St. Andrews.
St. Andrews is
QC.
like they say St. Andrews and QC are like government schools.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
No, they're there yet. It's a private. They ain't reached the principal level yet.
But
yet.
even in our situation, I was talking to one of my colleagues, and she was just talking about how she feels like she needs more streams of income because her daughter goes to our school. She has a significant discount as a teacher, but the amount that the school fee goes up every year, just naturally when the child goes up in the school,
right,
does not match how much more she gets paid every year. So she's already trying to figure out in 3-4 years time, like, I'm not going to be able to afford school fees.
So was it 30 to 32,000 means that they had to be in the system for at least 12 plus years. The fact that you get 30.
How much is the increment every year? $750, right?
I don't think it's that much.
It's not $750.
I don't. Person who's texting me, teacher.
what's the increment every year? Because then we could math the math ourselves.
Yeah, we get calculators.
Let's read these comments while we.
But I want to read this thing from Terrell. It says, we met a family law firm which she helped her husband. This is from an article entitled Times That Bind on the history of crack conk. And it is this person's name, this Alexander Malis here is being talked about. As it say, we are sitting across from me at a desk. Miss Malis continued her story. So he went back to New Providence from a harbor island. He bought a beater and smashed the conch and then rolled it in cracker meal rather than just flour, egg and cracker meal, and fried it, and it became very popular, and he gave it the name crack conch. Guests at the Malis Imperial Hotel were the first outside the family to try their creation. So the Malis them had a whole
When
restaurant.
was this?
I can't see the year now, which year this was, because I am shooketh. Wow. That was look very old.
That story sounds very plausible.
Yeah, I ain't lying. That's
because the whole thing about the cracker and the cracked
and the corn,
and it makes sense that people who adapted it just use flour, baby. Just use flour.
that flour. One in the wall in the middle all sang a poster commemorating the World War II achievements of the senior generation of Malish brothers. No, so the Malish brothers, I can't see what year it is. Alexander, though, was in Nassau. He was born in Nassau, August 14, 1916.
1916?
1916.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay. All right. So they don't have the exact year when the crack conch name thing came along, but obviously they had a hotel here. Wow. All right. So apparently, crack conch definitely from the Greeks. Well, from the Bahamian Greeks.
Greeks born in the Bahamas.
Well, the Greeks born in the Bahamas.
That is so intriguing.
You learned something new here.
I love that we've learned that today.
DGMT,
oh, I'm glad. My heart is full. Guys, show over. Thank you so much for tuning. I'm joking.
But now everybody head to establishment and get some crack conch.
Nice.
So
I know I was craving it yesterday. Only because I was shaking up my leg, and when I looked up, it was after yesterday.
Yeah.
It was this morning. I was like, oh man, I've missed the opportunity. So Trey says, I don't think we will see it. I mean, that's not I don't think. That is period. In this climate, nothing is going down. Yeah, everything is going up. But the favor of God on your life is also going up. Come on, say amen. Trey says, I don't think we will see a price decrease in apartments due to inflation. So we must pray for favor. Yeah. We must create our own ecosystem where we don't exploit people who rent from us and buy from us, because we don't need to do that in order to prosper.
We have a set of apartments that my family owns, and I think the highest rent is $650 for 2 bedrooms.
That's how you do it in the kingdom.
I think all of them are 2 bedrooms, and they're like $650, $600. So
I'm telling you, there's somebody out there who they ain't gonna do it to you.
No, we ain't
saying that it ain't gonna be long before we building and selling our own. Come on.
The increment is $700.
$700. I wasn't too far off. Okay, so let's say you start on 24, which is what the person said is the new starting salary.
Right.
After
that $50 for
after 10 years, you've earned 700. No, you've earned 7,000 more. So you're about on 31.
Yeah.
I think 30 is average. 30 is average enough, because that's maybe 8 years.
Yeah. Are they making it 8 years?
I think because Delton, the teachers who are staying in it for forever till they retire are still working, you know. They're not completely phased out.
No, not completely.
So I feel like you've got to average. I feel like 8 is still quite low. because you've got a good amount of teachers who've been in this for 15 plus years. Don't forget Princess Delaveau is one of them.
Well, Princess was an anomaly though.
Is she though?
No, Princess was an anomaly for her, how fast she got into the system.
But then
Princess
by let's say by 3 or 4 years.
I think Princess done university in 2.5, 3 years. She's out of there.
But let's say she's 4 years ahead of her time.
Yeah.
So someone who's 45 has been in education since they were maybe 22.
From 21, 22, yeah.
So that's 23 years.
Yeah,
and 45-year-olds are our friends. They are our mates.
Ah.
They are not old people. They are the people that we talk and laugh with. So I feel like 8 is actually quite low. I think the average right now is somewhere at like 12. For the teachers that are coming in and have only done 1 or 2, 3 years.
30,
so the
31,
average,
32.
that 30, I think that 30 to 32 that Princess says is an average is fair. And then we're saying that the average rent for 2 bedrooms is $1,200.
Yeah, around there.
So the people there in the States, they win in.
And
yet
definitely.
Still they are unhappy. They complain so much.
So definitely all right.
On Instagram and TikTok, ain't nobody as mad about teaching as the teachers in America.
So you make $30,000. Let's say you make 31. Let's give you 31. So $31,000. You make rent. Your rent, if you do $1,200, it's about 40 and something. So you making about $11,000. How much actually you making? So 31.
Oh, you really doing math?
I would see like what that your cost. So your cost of living, 1,200 times 12 is what, 14? Anybody know 14,400?
What'd you say? Just
1,200. Yeah, 1,200. You do 1,200 a month.
12
for 12 years.
times
That's 144. So 14,400. So you make $31,000 a year. Your rent is at basic $14,400.
So comment from a listener on the radio. Remember, they have taxes and other fees. And the children real different in the USA.
High. Florida tax. That's why we use Florida. Florida taxes, they're not that high. They're not like in New York.
This commenter says, really, we winning over here in comparison.
In some cases.
I've said that before. I told you, my colleague said, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Because you got to decide, do I want to pay taxes and have certain securities, or do I not want to pay taxes and have to pay for these things myself? Because they get taxed. In the UK, we get taxed, but I can just go to the hospital and have a baby at any time and leave without a bill.
Yeah.
Right? I can. So there's certain amenities that you enjoy.
Yeah,
Things
certain
like
things.
Transport is, they live in a country where you don't necessarily have to drive.
No.
Everywhere, because transport systems are.
And they work.
So that's a certain level of cost that you don't have to take on. Right. And then to buy a car over here and buy a car over there.
So if before we take out NIB, before we take out your union fees,
your pension,
your deductions, you have $16,000. That's without any deductions. So
what do you mean you have $16,000?
So you make $31,000 a year.
Right.
I take out your rent at $1,200.
Okay.
So you make $16,000 if you pay rent.
Okay.
You don't get no light yet. You don't get no groceries yet. You don't buy that. You ain't buy no gas for your car. You ain't get no car. Forget the gas for the car. You ain't get no car. But you have $16,000 to play with that throughout the year. As a teacher, that's been working for 10 to 15 years. So you won't pay NIB yet, which is that NIB is at 7% now. I'm not 7%.
You know what I'm hearing? Everybody got to work out their own salvation.
With fear and trembling.
And many streams of income.
Oh, you need multiple streams of income. It cannot be reliable.
Here, there, everywhere. The story remains the same. They say Airbnb market is driving it as well in terms of the cost of rent. Interesting. Less long-term rentals are available, so landlords are increasing prices. My landlord didn't raise my rent for 8 years, and when he did, it was only by $55. God is faithful. No, he is indeed.
For Prince Charles, he did too. For Prince Charles, we said $650, but when we initially moved in, he's like, because we were newlywed, he's like, I'll give it to y'all for $600.
That's so cute.
And when they did raise it $50 too.
Look at him doing it for the newlyweds. God be blessing.
And we was there for what, 4 years, 3 years?
You were not there for 3 years.
We moved in Dallas and he was there for 3 years.
Wow. Yeah. That felt like a very small period of your of your journey.
Yeah.
Jodianne says, we got more receipts from
Terrell.
Terrell just say, if you're going to drag me, make sure you do your reading. Jodianne says, I love spending $0 for nice things. Trey said, how much school fees go for now? Back when I went to St. John's College, I paid $1,000 a term.
Sir, David's paying $1,000 a term, and David is in K4. David
is paying $1,000
David initial thing.
a term.
Sorry, lies. Initial thing was 8 something.
How old is David? 3.
He's 3. He's in K4, and David is his next school fee. I think, will be about $1,000.
And when's his next school fee? January?
Negative November.
And it's 1K a term?
Almost 1K a term.
So how many 1Ks do you pay for the year?
I think it's 2. The first one is lower, and then and it goes up every time. So by the third term, I think it's almost like close to 11.
The third term? So in the same year, the school fee goes up? So hold on. How much do you pay for David a year?
I did the calculations last week. I can't remember what it is now.
Just give me a guesstimation.
I think he is close to...
Like 4K?
No, he ain't 4. He is like 3, almost like 3 and change.
You might as well send David to where we are. It ain't much more.
Yeah?
Mm-mm.
For the
baby children.
You do 3 terms too?
For the baby children. They do per month.
Oh, by month?
Well, I know it per month because my colleague pays monthly.
Okay.
It's a salary deduction. So I can tell you what the overall price is because of how much he pays a month.
Yeah, that's what David is at. Dallas is... They take off 10% because we have 2 children at the same school, so he gets 10% off.
That 10% boy.
That little tithe. They take that little tithe off.
10%. Delton, we've not even touched any of our juicy topics. We've been sitting on the news.
That's news and reviews. We ain't get past news and reviews.
We didn't get past news and
reviews. We didn't do our song of the week.
We didn't even do all the news, the stuff about the shooting
the
that
shooting
went
of the guy
down.
in front of his family. We ain't talk about that.
My goodness.
We just get right here.
We sat right here. But the Saints are being educated.
Yeah, no, this idea of cost of living in the Bahamas, it is ridiculous. I went to the store on Wednesday. I bought me a toothpaste. I wanted to buy a toothpaste for my children and myself because recently we've been allowed them to use the adult toothpaste. Probably should be doing that. Why is it so spicy?
The instructions say a pea-size amount. They can use it.
It'll be very spicy.
They can use a pea-size amount.
Why haven't they been using it? So I was like, I got surprised and buy them a little bubblegum flavor.
The worst thing for me is children with all kind of tartar and plaque in their teeth. Let them use the adult toothpaste.
Yeah. So, but to buy
that other toothpaste is just sugar.
To buy two toothpaste, one regular size for adults, one for my children, would have been $18. Because I picked it up to look at the price. I was like, 18. There you go. Put that back. Y'all keep that. So I was like, we can get. This is not no big, large tube. This is just like a little mid-size box.
What brand you use?
Colgate. What do you use? Is it a close-up person? Close-up.
What's close-up? What is
I saw that time.
Colgate.
I saw it the first time with my wife's family. It's like close-up. What's this? I was like close-up. Anyway, so yeah, and that was $18 for a desk. I went to buy some apples and some stuff like that. And my bill at the counter, I bought apples, yogurt, toothpaste, and something else. Oh, I bought these as well because they're right here. I bought some of these, and these right here, $4.90. My total bill was $49 something.
So I'm at that point.
I bought 4 items.
I am so much of an adult now. This is the point where I know I crossed the line. I now put the receipt from the last shop on the fridge.
That's it.
So when I get the next shop, because I typically buy the same thing.
Right, yeah.
I bought 10 yogurt for 2 weeks. That next shop, I'm going to buy 10 for the next 2 weeks. I plan to put the next receipt on the side to see.
To compare
I'm shopping the same place. To compare. What's happening? Anyway, let's get these comments before we move on to
Dwayne. I didn't see Dwayne, and I didn't add the God factor in it. Dwayne say that'll $16,000. You won't pay tights yet. You won't pay a piece of tights. So if we take that tights out,
you ain't give God nothing.
You won't give God a Jesus thing yet, and you only have $16,000.
You really should have taken out that tight before you took out the rent.
But we talk about rent, so that's why I took the rent out. So if I take out your tights of $3,100, you have $13,500. You don't give no offering. You don't give no little.
But once I give my tithes, you're gonna multiply the rest.
You multiply the rest of the 90, and I can be blessed. I can stretch. So that $13,000.
This conversation becomes entirely redundant.
Get tired different.
Come on.
Once God is in it.
That's literally my new phrase.
Once God is in it.
Once God is in it.
Mary Lightborn Walkers, they say we way back in the day. Way back in the day. In the 70s, high school fee at St. Anne's was $50. Why weren't there more people in private school?
But then because $50 was a lot of money back then.
I guess I said 70s, like $50 for what? For school? High school fee was $50. Wow.
Dana says, hey, don't be hating on Close Up. That became my go-to in school and never changed after I came back.
See? And that's why people Close Up.
Close Up is a Wally World special.
I could use that.
Eyes clean the shelf every time.
I didn't go to the price. I didn't look at the price. I saw like
Trey says, take us back to the 70s, Lord. Then we would have to be earning what they earned in the 70s.
Yeah.
Don't get that confused. Now, mind you, they were earning less, but I think cost of living was less.
Living was
property
was
less. Like the percentage you would spend on, Yeah.
When my father bought the property that we have in the Angliston area, when he bought that, he's like, yeah, he had enough money in his pocket to buy the rest, to buy 2 more. And he just didn't want it. So it's like the cost of living was definitely not as much. And I thought he just come from Andros, just doing a little carpentry and farming. But the money he had in his pocket, he could buy multiple lots at the same time. But he's like, any of that.
So somebody sent me the link to the articles.
Right, yeah.
So I could read them in my own time. I'm not gonna lie, that Maid's blood is strong, but the kids still look like this.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
As it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, so this was just our news and review section that we talked about for an hour and 20 minutes.
It just be that way. And ain't nobody man.
So that's where we are now. We in the high cost of living, teachers' salary. How do we get there? We talking about the thing, but what are we talking about? How do we get here?
The teachers.
Yeah, talking about teachers
the
and
promotion
lack of
and the administrators. Yeah. But the conclusion is they are promoting, they are shuffling, they are moving things around. So we pray that all will be.
I don't think it put some urgency on that, but I guess not. So I guess the vice.
She said they don't do things willy-nilly. Stop trying to pressure them.
Shout out to the vice principals that are doing
yes, big shout out to the people that hold the fort for
because we haven't heard anything.
There
hasn't been I haven't heard any outcry from these schools that don't have these people. There hasn't been no public outcry. From persons
Someone
talking about it.
Someone just needs to ask Belinda about it.
Oh, sure.
Once you ask her, and she has a mic.
No, you know.
Out of order. Out of order.
I told the minister.
This has let me not try and do it.
I told the minister. It was solidarity forever, buddy. Solidarity forever. Speaking of schools, one thing that also made the headline, I didn't put a picture up because I had not time to blur it. Do you see I sent you a picture of the person that they took a picture of who was at a school, who was wearing what we would call back in the day as pum-pum shots.
Oh, Father God.
If you did not see it,
I don't think you should blur it, Delton.
Because
this is what is happening on the roadside. Nobody blurs it on the road.
It isn't blurred on the road.
Nobody's blurring it on the road.
We cannot put that kind of things on our gospel, my Christian Facebook.
So you're gonna blur it?
I can't. I don't have that.
Just flash it up and quick, real quick.
Photoshop moments to blur that.
Yeah, I feel like our viewers will give us the bly for context sake. For context sake, I think I've done something to the headphones.
Oh, but what you done?
I don't know.
It's not working.
Just one went out.
Oh boy. I'm trying to find the picture again now because now that you talked about
this it. There's no need for any back and forth here. Oftentimes we present you with controversial. Oh, what's your opinion? There's no two ways about this. This is just. I guess we're sharing this maybe to say, are we the ones that need to put a stop to it? Are we the ones that need to call out the foolishness and be like, hey, excuse me.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I want to try and upload it. If that's the case, there might be somebody in the general area of the Bahamas. Outside the Bahamas, I did not see it. Let me upload it now.
And for those of you on radio, I'll describe it as it appears on the
I want to hear the
screen.
description. I want to hear how you describe. I want to hear how you describe.
Let's go.
The problem is I don't have it on this computer.
Oh, come on, Delton. Do you need me to send it to you again?
Can you upload it to the StreamYard? Because I don't have it.
You send it to me via what?
Via WhatsApp.
WhatsApp?
Yeah.
So how do I? Give me the constructions.
How do you? Como se dice?
How you say? How you say? So what do I do? I have it on my phone.
Picture, I don't do it now.
Send it to myself.
Yeah, so be safe on your phone.
So I can open it on the laptop.
Yeah, if you have your thing open on there, you have it there.
Yeah,
you see it. You got it downloaded. You got it saved.
Come on, you need to respect me. I tell you how you say. I know how to work.
Como se dice?
StreamYard.
What else we say?
We just talk about people like you and me. Just ignorant. Okay, I've saved it to the computer. So I need to go to
where it's saved.
No, but how do I upload it to the stream?
I'm gonna show you right now. You go over to brand, and we're giving all behind the scenes information about people, and you see the overlay.
Overlay.
Yeah.
And I add it to the overlays. One day I'm gonna delete that overlay of me you have.
Don't you dare, woman of God.
It's uncalled for. Unnecessary.
I put it there, right? But I want since you could do it, I want to see you guys go through the process of doing it.
Hold the fort,
for I
am coming.
All right, so this made the rounds of social media. There wasn't much like
uproar.
There was
furore.
There wasn't much like I don't like the little like persons usually be like I don't see nothing wrong with this. I don't see that like there wasn't much like like the anti talkers. There wasn't much of those. It would be like who was for this. There was a lot of persons who were. You gotta get ma'am. It's there. I see you taking a little while.
I have it. I just didn't save it. I didn't remember what I saved it as. I saved it as WhatsApp image, but there were several of those in my laptop.
All right, so we gonna flash for those who are on Facebook and YouTube. It's on the screen now, and this was going around, right? The comment the person made on the pundit side was
hold on. Oh yeah, you read the comment and I'll describe it for the people on the radio.
Why the men lose so much respect for us? This is the female poster. Come on now, ladies. How could you possibly think that this is okay to take your child to school and walk them in the school dressed like this? I mean, the little boy tell his daddy, all the woman boom boom out. This is unacceptable and need to stop. Capitalize. Do better.
So for those of you online, this lady is standing beside the door of what looks like a blue cube. In the background, you can see a yellow building. It is the yellow of the school.
Right.
The public school yellow with a public school green gate.
Right.
White trim. They've painted this building
fresh
over the summer,
fresh
ready
coat.
to go. She is wearing a black t-shirt and we're looking at her from behind. So whoever's taking this, taking it from the inside of their car from behind the lady. She has braids. She's got a bun on the top of her head, a simple black t-shirt.
Yeah.
We can't conceive what it would have on the front. And to complement her black t-shirt, she is wearing a pair. No, she's wearing shorts underwear.
Boy shorts?
Boy shorts. Boy shorts. So women, you understand what I mean. You get different shapes and sizes of underwear. She's wearing boy shorts underwear.
I think she has on underwear.
And she doubled up then because she's not wearing shorts.
This is shorts. This is shorts underwear. This is today's world idea of shorts.
And this woman she's well enough endowed in the rear to have meat
exposed
with all the dimples and creases and bumps, which we all have, and we give God praise for the wonderful bodies that he's given us. But this woman is dropping her child to school. Now, the only problem I have is the first line of that comment. This is why the men lose respect for us. That is neither here nor there.
Is there? Not here.
Period. That's so.
It's not here. Definitely not there.
We just lucky she wasn't wearing a bonnet too.
Now, I'm gonna tell my story. Because I had one of these, and I had one of these to a worse extent.
The people in the comments saying batty rider.
Batty rider.
I don't feel like that's appropriate.
When actually, that's the front.
I feel like that should be beeped out.
That's what it was first.
No, I know that's what it's called, but the word batty that's even worse.
Boom boom shot.
That feels like cussing.
So
scantily clad.
I taught at a Catholic primary school some years ago. And I was sitting in my classroom. Didn't have a class at the time. It's a free period. And this mangra skin gal.
Stop this story. This is gonna go left. From you got a mangra skin gal. This cannot be going anywhere with sense.
Came up because my classroom for it was at St. Cecilia's. My music class was like right up the stairs. So I was the first. When you come up the stairs, I was the first classroom. And she came up the stairs and she came to my door, knocked on my door. I was like, hello, it's open. And she came inside. And she was looking for, I think it was grade 3 she's looking for. She's looking for a child in grade 3. This lady had on a white like undershirt, like a crew neck, like a V-neck undershirt. That's what men would call it. I guess they just call it a V-neck shirt. White
V-neck undershirt, so like them white ones.
Yeah, that's a white.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like the expensive ones. It was sort of see-through.
Oh,
No bra. with boy shorts. It wasn't like, to me, those are shorts that are extremely short. No, she had on boy shorts.
Which one's a boy short?
Boy shorts. I wasn't that there, but I think like it's like
that.
shorter than that. There was more undercarriage out in that picture. And
Delton.
she had on slippers. And she came to this like, I'm trying to find grade 3. I can't remember what the teacher's last name was. And I looked at her and was like, ma'am, it's down there. It's like, it's down there. And this was, when I teach her, had to be more than, it's more than 10 years ago when I taught her St. Cecilia's. This is back then. Current stories now, dropping my child to school, to the Christian school that I dropped my child into, I've seen mothers out there, and not young like this. You see this girl is young. This young lady is just like sort of young. She's not that old. I've seen mothers out there in duster, no bra, coming out of the car to walk. I say mothers. I ain't say young mothers out there in dusters. I mean, Juliana has seen them. Dusters swinging in the wind and dropping children off. My problem was they made this a young thing.
The imagery.
And it's not a young thing.
Oh, wow.
This is just a thing of parents.
But no,
like,
but Delton, you're speaking
not
of
thinking
no, but you're speaking of the umbrella issue. The umbrella issue is people coming out indecently dressed. But then there are columns of indecent. There's the indecent that is not tantalizing, attractive. There's just the indecent that is, this is not for outside. And then there's the indecent that is like you overly sexy. That's not even sexy. It's not sexy at all. You know what I mean? It's
Some
a different kind of indecent.
Why y'all watching this young lady? It's obviously hot. Like we live in the Bahamas.
What? So when it's hot, we suddenly don't have eyes.
Skies out, thighs out. Sun's out, buns out. What are we talking about here? Sun's out, buns out.
I've never... And I've only ever heard of suns out, guns out. I've never heard of suns out, buns out.
Suns out, buns out.
Skies out, thighs out. I've never heard that.
We live in the Bahamas. It's 100-something degrees. I should wear the black shirt. But it's 100-something degrees. It's hot. That's what some of the commenters were saying.
So because it's hot, I should be looking at your nyash.
And then some people were saying, why y'all...
Nyash spelled N-Y-A-S-H.
Some will say, like, first of all, why I'll take a picture of this woman without permission and post it online was another thing.
Because if you was watching something else online that was interesting to you, you wouldn't be asking if the people who've been filmed have got permission. Stop it.
This is definitely a problem. Trust me, the things that you see.
But I think that's just a general thing for people, population, or any time of day. People go into the store in their bonnet, like. Just a level of don't careism.
Bonnet has become a part of like fashion now, though. Like so, that's not even a thing anymore. Yeah, because they have
the ones with like the diamond
that's not even that's not even a thing anymore. The bonnet.
But it needs to be a thing.
It's come back.
Nobody it needs to still be a thing, not a thing, a thing.
See, hey Gabby, we tell you happy birthday.
We told you happy birthday in advance. Jody said, "Yeah, true story. That word would not be allowed on Jamaican radio. You wouldn't be able to say." But anyway, we're not in Jamaica. Thank God.
Right now. That's what we call it back in the day. I said back in the day. I didn't say now.
Sky, suns, buns, never boy Delton. Listen, today's been an education. I think while she was dressed inappropriately, the way the conversation regarding her was started wasn't right. I mean, to embarrass her. It was meant to embarrass her. In my opinion. Gabby, I agree, but I disagree. Because it's not about the girl. It's about the issue. We can't see her face. Right. She literally could be any girl. Mm-hmm. So I agree. It was, but we don't know who the girl was. She wasn't. Her name wasn't called. We don't have her face. We just have her as a representation of an issue that is clearly a pandemic around here. How people dress to take their children. I think the issue is not just about people the way they dress. You got to make your life choices and pay the consequences for them. Right. But to take your children to school in the morning, in the schoolyard, around other children. That was the issue. This isn't just about people's dressing choice. This is about, there are certain places where you should, you can't go to pick up your, Delton, work permit pickup time is upon us. So there will be a story.
You got to be dressed.
There is going to be a story. You can't go to immigration with your arms out. You can't go to work with, with your dress above a certain point on your leg. There has to be certain things when you're around children, when you're in certain community spaces. There should be certain rules that. So I don't think it was to embarrass the girl. I think it was to call out the issue. We can't see her face.
Like, you know, side,
and no one was really talking about her as a person.
Side point. She ain't nothing to be embarrassed about, man.
Huh?
She ain't nothing to be embarrassed about.
She have nothing to be embarrassed about. Leave. Guys, it's been great. Because I told you from when he said manga skin gal, I was like, this show is now, we are treading
like, you know,
on
see something like
thin ice. Julie, come pick him up, please.
I forget you have the card. I can't even leave.
Julianne just as bad as you. Julianne say she didn't look embarrassed to me. She didn't care.
I was like, you see something like speak up.
Marisha said, I'm just grateful she didn't have on a bonnet. That's exactly what I said. I didn't even see that comment.
My bonnet would have been.
Jody say triggered.
Yeah, I don't. There is definitely a don't care attitude.
Don't careism.
Especially for these like parents coming to drop children to school. I'm like, if you have to come, my wife knows this about Delton. If you tell Delton to go and let's say you want, even if just like go to the store for pick up one thing,
he's gonna put lotion on his ankles.
I'm not gonna put lotion on, but I'm gonna put on my jewelry. I'm putting on my jewelry. I'm putting my shirt can't be matched up. I'm going to make sure my clothes are coordinated. I don't care if I go, even if I go on the side to meet somebody, if I go and get something from them, it's like somebody knows. I don't care. But normally, I'm going to put on stuff that I'm going to be presentable.
You look put together.
Regardless. Well, there's somewhere, somehow, certain tasks apparently don't require getting yourself together. Dropping a child off to school apparently is one of them. Like you're going to a school full of people, a yard full of people, full of students, baby children. Because the school that my children go to is primary from K2 to grade 6. And the things that is being exposed in these primary yards and mothers them dropping these children off and hailing everybody. Hey, it's no shame. It's like, hey, everybody, good morning. Ma, why are you out your house like this?
Listen to me.
Out the car.
I'm about to say something nobody wants to hear, nobody wants to admit, but it's the facts. Teachers judge your children based on you, period.
I feel like you get this little telepathy you get on because Juliana said something less. Julianne's second comment said. Julianne's second comment just posted now.
Oh, Julianne.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Kindred.
And the thing is, right? When you come to teacher conference, you suddenly got all yourself put together. Some people bother, some people don't. But you know, I feel like parent-teacher conference, maybe in the private institutions, is a bit competitive. Like all the parents are lined up, waiting, hailing. You know, you're with your child. So that level of don't embarrass your child is slightly.
Yeah.
But I've seen you in your underwear, essentially.
Throughout the day.
I know what your nipples look like, babes.
And he shouldn't. And it is what it is.
Julianne's comment.
That was the comment. Freedom. That was a couple of years ago. Freedom.
No.
That's what it was, man. That was going around. That's saying freedom.
Oh, gosh. If you live in London, they've fully embraced that, to be honest. There was always a thought back in the day that you dress to impress and you dress how you want people to impress me. Granny them would wear their Sunday best because you ain't going to treat them like they only have $2 in their account. Mm-hmm. I guess we're living in a world where people aren't supposed to judge you based on how you appear in terms of like class. And
yeah, you should not judge me. Forget the class. It's in general.
Only God can judge me. The thing
Only
is,
God.
Do you want him to be the one?
I don't think you want him to judge you first.
This is not okay. You shouldn't want your child's teacher to see you like this. People treat you based on the standard you set for yourself. This shouldn't be so, but it's just human nature. Marisha says, I was just telling someone the other day when I was traveling, back in the day, you could tell the difference between Bahamians and other cultures by the way Bahamians dress. Now, I don't know what is happening. We used to be known for overdoing it. No, we just ain't doing. Now we just ain't doing. As an outside observer, I am other cultures. I am the person who would travel with Bahamians and be like, you're really doing way too much.
I'm there too.
I am one of those people who, for me, comfort traveling is key, but that's because I'm a long distance traveler. Like my habit is to fly long haul. So I'm going to do leggings, a hoodie, an extra pair of socks, tennis, etc., etc., etc. And I always noticed that Bahamians traveled made up. To me, that was so...
Oh, we got our hair. No,
that was so...
My hair ain't done. I can't go away.
That was so... mind-blowing to me, and it was almost like a little bit of rebellion for me never to get, like, while I've adapted to other aspects of Bahamian culture, I refuse to ever be that person. Like, I refuse to ever be like, I'm going to beat my face to travel. No, I'm British. I'm going to wear a hoodie and leggings, and that's how I'm going to go. The last time I traveled, I was like, oh, your babe is really bringing the standard down.
No, it's going down.
Come down to my level, babes. Honestly, the last time I traveled, I was like, I feel slightly more a monk. I feel like I'm in good company.
I've been there for years.
Because I put on a pair of jeans. I rarely fly in jeans because it was a short distance flight. If I'm doing long distance, I don't care where we get or what we do when we get off the plane. I'm going to be comfortable. But I did, Marisha, 1000%. I am the people you judge, and I have also noticed the difference. She said she's sorry that she is judging you by the way you look, but she is judging you. Terrell said, you should always look somewhat decent. I'll never forget the time a friend of mine came by in her bonnet, hair tied up, and old t-shirt after I told her not to. Hold on, pause. This sounds like a story. So you had warned her in advance what not to wear to come and see you? Like Terrell, you gotta explain. Then 10 minutes later, her car broke down at the gas station. Oh, so she was dressed.
And now you gotta come up the car.
I mean, I have to believe that you want to be. You don't mind being seen in your bonnet.
I think you do. I think for some of them, like, because I think I just go right there. I ain't come up the car. Oh. Hey, everybody. I don't know if you can hear us, but as you can see, BPL said, "Gotta shut it down now, guys.
Too much of kiki. BPL say, too much of kiki. No, Delton, we got to be serious. We can't be doing hand puppets today.
Kind of hand puppets.
No. So we are here, still on the live. We're gonna wrap it up. I feel like we should just close on our news and reviews.
Yes,
we can't do our topic today.
Y'all can still hear us? I don't know if y'all can hear us. Nobody say nothing. Can y'all hear us? I make sure our microphone thing is turned on the microphone thingy. Hello. All right, so I see in sound. So I guess it is. There you go. So I guess y'all can hear us. Whoever's still here. Yeah, so they turn off our
they can hear us. They can hear us.
Yeah, so BPL said that's enough for today, guys. BPL said shut it down, y'all go home, get some rest.
So we're gonna wrap up, but we thank you all for your contributions to our discussion today. We only did news and reviews. I guess that's why we wouldn't get to the main topic because we would have been deep in the juice. And
BPL said nope.
Oh no, that doesn't sound good. Deep in the juice.
Oh, boy.
So We would have been deep in our discussions, and BPL would have taken us out. But what we will give you is just a taste. We'll give you just a taste about what the topic was going to be. I don't like that only my eye can be seen. I prefer not to be seen at all. No.
I mean, you lead it now.
No.
That's what you lead.
That's fine.
All right.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
So we can see it. Piece of my shirt. Yeah.
Piece of
So our main topic today, to be fair, we had the song of the week.
Song of the week that we didn't do.
We didn't do. So we have to bring that back.
Question of the week.
Question of the week that we didn't do. Question of the day that we didn't do.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
And then our main topic, which really was linked to our question of the day.
Yeah.
We've been joined in the studio by
We've been joined by the bastard. You can't see him either though.
In pops, Pastor Denzel. When they're closing on the final
exactly
facts.
What's happening.
And in my Vera voice, my show just got hijacked.
Show just got hijacked.
By BPL.
By BPL.
So our question of the day. So we're gonna skip song of the week. We're gonna go to question of the day. Question of the day was www.EBI for the modern corporate worship experience.
That's what it is.
www.EBI for the modern corporate worship experience. So in schooldom, in education, I think it's a lot in my subject. Some of the subjects do it, but www and EBI are used to like give kids feedback. So www stands for what went well, and EBI stands for even better if. So it's a way of celebrating their achievements, but also giving them targets for the next piece of work that they do. And so I found that there was a bit of a common theme in the videos that I was sending to Delton. Most of them funny, most of them quite silly, a lot of them to do with like worship, praise teams and worship songs and things like that. And so they made me reflect on the aspects of our corporate worship experience that are going well. Thinking about how church over time has changed. And don't close the door. Thinking about how church over time has changed. So what is going well in our modern corporate worship experiences? And you can kind of interpret well to mean whatever you want. And what can we be doing better? Right. So what went well in this instance needs to become what is going well. But that's the premise. So that was the premise of our topic today. We had a few videos that we wanted to watch to generate discussion, to have a bit of a kiki and to springboard our talk. So we're going to come back with this on our next show.
Right.
Because I want you to know this studio is getting hot.
It is.
Mighty God. Yeah, and here
the sun, I definitely the sunshine behind this wall.
So put that in your hearts and minds and in your spirits. Just know next time. No, you can't start. You can't start. The man of God's trying to give us contributions, and there's just no way that we can touch this and leave. We've got to dive deep in. So the next time we see you guys, there'll be no long preamble. In fact, we ain't even gonna do news and reviews. That we gotta see the enemy stuff. We gotta see him when he come in. So the man of God is still trying to make contributions. So saints, put that in your hearts, put that in your minds. Think about your thoughts, and we'll be excited to touch on this the next time we see you, which will be on the 21st of September.
Not the 14th.
Not the 14th, as we have ministerial responsibilities to attend. Yeah. So we giving you advance notice now, so no one could say, sorry? By when?
I told what?
You don't see why not. That don't mean. The man of God seems to think we'll be able to have a show. Will I have the wherewithal for a show after that? I can't guarantee. So saints, you just brace yourselves. We will keep you posted as to when we will be back. And because we have our topic in advance, I'm going to ask Delton to put that in our posts on social media. So we need to get all our graphics ready for our new segments. Because all these new shows think they're coming for us, and we need to show them. When they went off, we were still here.
You are still here.
We were still on the firing line. In fact, we were hold the fort. That song's come up again. So thank you guys for rocking with us.
Even in the dark and the heat. It's been great. No, it's been real. It's been real.
It's been
real fun.
It's been real fun. This is my song of the week. And I want to talk about this song too. So y'all enjoy it as we sign out. Have a blessed week. Go to church tomorrow.
Church tomorrow.
Life is tomorrow is Marriage Ministry Sunday. We're excited to break through with our whole heart. With our
heart.
whole heart. So we will see those of you that are coming to join us tomorrow 9:30 at CH Reeves, and those of you that are going to church. Do you have a good one?
One eye was very funny. It's one eye. It's just one eye. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I've been Delton.
I've been Vera.
I'll be out of here.